So I'm entering the security checkpoint to get onto the ship, and it reminds me of, you know, security at an airport. Haven't had a glimpse of the ship yet, but it's pretty exciting. The exciting feelings are starting to come. I found the promenade deck on the second day of my cruise, and I really love it because it's a great place to walk. It's a bit windy, you can probably hear it, but it's just cool to see all of this ocean out here. I just never ever get to be on the ocean like this. I see it from shore, but I have not ever been on boats all that much. Here and there, but this is awesome to just see a sea of blue. I just love it, my favorite color. And I'm loving this wooden plank flooring and these kind of retro cupboards for the life jackets. I feel like I'm in an Agatha Christie novel with murder mystery, Hercule Poirot or Miss Marple, where so many mysteries took place on a ship. And I am actually standing underneath the lifeboat. It's pretty big. And then the life jackets are in the cupboard. It's just really cool to know that my cabin is actually just one level down from here. We had to watch a safety video, and they said the life jackets are in your room, and then grab also your medications and warm clothes. And my aunt was too funny. She said, well, I would also bring my money with me. And I joked with her that, yeah, that'd be great, because then you could bribe somebody if you needed a spot on the boat. So we laughed about that. But we had to watch a safety video before we even departed. And they just kept saying over and over again, in the unlikely event of an emergency, in the unlikely event of an emergency, trying to drive home that it's a rare thing, which is good. Yeah, it's a little cold right now, but I like that it's kind of quiet out here. If you go to the pool areas, it's very noisy. There's music, there's a screen playing music or movies, lots of people there. This is a little more my scene. I love seeing nature and the ocean and the quiet. It is windy, but I might sit down for a little while. Just enjoy this beautiful nature of the sea. I keep thinking about whales and wondering if the whales can see a big ship coming and get out of the way. I hope so. I'm gonna do a whale watch excursion, and I can't wait. I did whale watching twice in my life, once in my 20s and Southern California, and I think we saw some whales. Did it again in San Francisco Bay in my 40s, but I got very seasick, and so it was not fun. This time it's going to be in Juneau, and I believe it's in a bay, so it's going to be a little more calm. So I think it's going to be wonderful. Can't wait. So it looks like I'm nearing the end of the promenade deck, and I will just turn around, walk around the other side. Pretty dang cool. I sit and meanwhile back, and ladies in my ears and in my eyes. Sail beneath the blue suburban skies. have another cruise ship on our tail, chasing us. Looks so huge. I think that's the Ruby Princess there. We docked at Ketchikan the same time today. It's hard to keep it centered when I'm zooming in so much, but very cool. So this promenade deck is turning out to be my favorite spot on the ship. You can get your exercise and feel like you're walking on the ocean in a way, and see spectacular sunsets. And there was a pod of whales earlier that were spotted not too far off. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful spot. And what a gorgeous sunset tonight. We leave a pretty ripple in the water. So on the 14th floor of our ship is where mostly all the food is. So they have the Salty Dog Grill, which serves burgers and fries and sandwiches. So we have this station, and it's early in the morning, so they're closed right now. But this is the bar area for ordering beverages. The beverages you do pay for, but the food is included. Here is where the pizzeria is. Of course, they're closed right now, but you can get a slice of pizza there. We have some nice views. We've just arrived in Juneau, Alaska. So we have some nice views from these nice big windows. And there's a really lovely pool area here. There's like at least 2, if not 3 pools with hot tubs as well. I have yet to go in one, but they look very tempting on the cold days to get into the hot tub. It takes a couple of days to, and so here's another pool, actually. It takes a couple of days to get acclimated to the ship and figure out where everything is. I even had to make several wrong turns even from my cabin before I figured out which way to go. And here's the main dining room, which is like a buffet style. Food has been absolutely delicious. And they include, regular coffee, decaf coffee, water, of course. That is quite the buffet here. I haven't had any trouble finding things I can eat. Lots and cream cheese. Lots of vegetable dishes even in the morning. It's the breakfast time. We have sauteed mushrooms. We have, of course, scrambled eggs, hash browns, fried eggs, bacon, sausage, juices, huevos rancheros this morning. Yum, that's new. Might try that today. And oatmeal. So it's really, really great. And then they have, you just sit anywhere, and they have these waiters that are just so good. They're just right there, beck and call. Can I get you this? Can I get you that? The staff has just been wonderful. What's this? Bread and butter pudding. This is kind of sort of the dessert area. I think you have to pay for a slice of cake, but all of these cupcakes and so forth is included, and bread. So it's really great. At dinner time, we've been eating in the dining restaurant where they have a menu. Well, I am now on the whale watching catamaran boat, and we just took off. We're going to be out here on the water for 2.5 hours. And they said that seeing whales is virtually guaranteed. So I can't wait. I have a tendency to get motion sickness.
Alrighty, everyone. Welcome aboard the St. Herman. My name is Hannah. I'm going to be your naturalist on today's journey. First and foremost,
he's right here.
Come back up.
That's the closest whale we've had so far. Me too. There he is again. Oh my God. Oh, we're so close. Oh my God. This is exciting. So far they've been pretty far away, but this is really exciting. I hope he comes up again right here. Take a deep dive, and it's hard to know where they're going to pop up. Wow, there's a lot of whales here. ski was close. Oh my god, that was so exciting. Oh, look at that. Says I've got my telephone out to the max.
Yes, but it is our
Oh, I can hear that spout really well. Oh wow, there's one closer. Oh, there's the tail. I got it. There's another one. Woohoo! So I'm walking to the lookout point for Mendenhall Glacier, which is there on the left.
I seen it. Oh my gosh.
This mountain in front of us is gorgeous. It's just starting to rain. We just got back from the whale watch and it's just starting to rain now, so we got lucky with the weather for the whale watch. Oh my goodness. Wow, first look at the glacier. It's awesome. Oh my. Never seen anything like this before. Oh, it's a very brief walk to the lookout point. The air's getting a little colder and colder as I get closer. And there's a waterfall over there off to the right. My goodness, it is beautiful. These tall mountains. Now, our bus driver said that you're pretty likely to see a bear if you hike around on the trails around here. Oh wow, look at that iceberg. The water is kind of a milky, I don't know, milky, a little bit of a milky color. Yeah, I feel the raindrops. At Mendenhall Glacier. Walking up to the visitor center. These tall mountains are spectacular. I feel like, I don't know, they kind of remind me of Hawaii. And then another view of the glacier. Really awesome. Beautiful. So about the year of my birth, the glacier was quite large, 1958. And then in 1985, some seating. And then 2003. So it's really receded a lot between 85, 2003, and then 2010. That is Nugget Falls over there on the right. You can actually hike to it and get right close to it underneath there, but I don't have time to do that today. And then there's Mendenhall Glacier. It's receded quite a bit. This is Juneau, Alaska, the downtown area. It's a lot of people on the sidewalks, very, very busy. I'm not much of a shopper, so I just kind of walk past the shops, or maybe I go in and look for a little bit, but not too interested in the shopping. Thankfully, they have this crossing guard, so that really helps keep things safer. But I love how the backdrop to Juneau is these tall mountains, and they're so green. It's like rainforest. It's so beautiful. And these old-looking buildings. Just past a shop that had the most wonderful smell of chocolate. It was a fudge place, and they were making it right in front of you. I can't get over how big some of the cruise ships are. There's a Royal Caribbean behind me, and it's just humongous. Now that is the Mount Roberts tram. I didn't do it. It's costs like $50, and it's just like a 5-minute ride, so I thought, nah, that's okay. I don't need to do that. I have had a fantastic day already. I got to see whales, and then the Mendenhall Glacier, a little bit of downtown Juneau, and I got to have the most delicious halibut fish taco I've ever had in my life. Yesterday I had some really delicious fish and chips with halibut. The halibut, surprisingly, is super good up here. Even better than the salmon, which really surprised me because salmon's my favorite. But you've got to see this. I think it's a Royal Caribbean. Yeah, Royal Caribbean ship. It's just humongous. It looks like it holds a lot of people. It just keeps going and going and going and going. Unbelievable. Oh my gosh, look at this. It just keeps going and going and going. And finally the end. Whoa. I don't know as if well, maybe once or twice in my life have I ever been this close to such a humongous ship. It's kind of bummed to read that a lot of cruise ships unfortunately put out a lot of, they're not, great for the environment. They put out, because of the fuel they use, a lot of dirty exhaust. So I actually don't know where my cruise ship is. It might be, oh, there it is. It's the white one. There it is, the white one up there. The Grand Princess. Now, interestingly, talking to a couple of people today, I realized that booking a cruise way in advance is probably not the best idea. You end up paying more money. One guy said that he waited until about a month before the cruise and he got about half the price as I did. Another lady said she got an offer in the mail for this cruise, just the 7-day part of it, not the land cruise part of it, for $150. And then with all the taxes and fees, she only paid $500 for the 7-day cruise one way. So there's deals to be had for sure. So it pays to maybe wait to book to the last minute. So far, I'm really loving the cruise type of vacation, but it's so easy to overeat because the food is so delicious and it's just right there, and those desserts are right in your face, and so it's just hard to pass them up. So I might want to go on another cruise or two, maybe to a warmer location, the Caribbean or something would be really pretty. And oh, that's the line for the tram, and there it is. It goes all the way up to the top. That's pretty steep. Okay, that's it for now. That's Juneau. One more sweep. I like the totem pole. Very colorful, but I'm really loving the backdrop of these tall mountains. So pretty. Weather's been not too bad. It's a little bit of a breeze and a little windy, foggy, but not too cold. Here's some video of my cruise ship from the side. So on the cruise you can do the buffet, but we have been, I made reservations at the Botticelli restaurant, which is also included, so you can make reservations for this nice, more upscale restaurant. And it's really great because you can have 2 starters, so 2 appetizers, and then you can have your main meal. Right now this is the arancini, and then you can have dessert as well. It includes, plain coffee. So it's just a really wonderful thing. I'm so glad I made reservations ahead of time. We are in Skagway right now, and we just arrived, and I came up to the top deck here. This is floor 15, and was greeted by these gorgeous mountains. It's a bit chilly out here, probably about 58 degrees. Today we cannot get off via gangway. We have to take that orange water shuttle to shore. They said something about there was a landslide, and they're probably talking about this. It's a little scary because it feels like we're very close. Looks like they have something to try to block it, but they said that this was not going to be safe for us to get off this way. So instead, we will be getting off via water shuttle. I'm finding so far that while I love to see these towns and walk around and just check them out and the charm of them, I'm not much for shopping, and most of the towns are all about the shopping, souvenirs, the gift shops, the jewelry stores, the t-shirt shops, and that's just not of interest. So I'm glad I booked excursions for experiences because I'm really enjoying them. Yesterday doing the whale watching, and then Glendon Hall Glacier was stupendous. But I understand that Skagway is very charming, so I will probably be walking around a lot this morning to check it out. I just love these mountains here. This is gorgeous. And then this afternoon we go on a train ride for 3 hours, I think, up into the mountains, and the views are supposed to be stupendous. So I'm really looking forward to that train ride. It is supposed to rain this afternoon starting at about 2, so unfortunately visibility may not be great, but I'm sure it's still going to be gorgeous. But looks like I have a lot of walking in store for me today. The town looks a bit further away than Juneau and Ketchikan. So that's good because I ate a hearty breakfast, eggs Benedict, lots of sauce on there, so I need to walk it off now. I feel like there's a lot of, food consumption, but you sort of work it off a little bit because you're a lot more active on a cruise. So I'm looking forward to today. I've got to go and get a warmer jacket on though. I'm cold. More footage of the beautiful ship in Skagway. I actually love walking around the ship early in the day when it's not overrun with people, and I have it to myself practically. That's fun. Big game of chess. Guess this is another hot tub, but it's closed. Oh, okay, that's another cruise ship behind us. To the tip there. Every time I've come up here, of course during the day it's pretty busy, but since the weather's starting to turn colder, it may not be as busy. But I have to say, I think Skagway is so far my favorite spot, just for the sheer beauty of these mountains. Oh my goodness. I don't think the camera is adequately capturing how big they are, how tall they are. There goes a helicopter. Probably a tour. Somebody booked a helicopter tour. I have a helicopter tour booked in Denali National Park, so I'm very excited about that one. I was going to do a helicopter tour and dog sledding on ice on the top of a glacier in Juneau, but it was too much to fit that in, plus whale watching, so I ended up reconfiguring my schedule, and so now I'm going to be doing helicopter ride in Denali, as well as dog sledding, but it may not be on snow. That's okay, I just want to meet the doggies, see them do their thing and get all excited. And here's another view of our ship. It's early morning, so it's kind of a good time to film. There's not people everywhere, but this is a really gorgeous pool area. I have yet to go into the hot tub. I'm not a huge fan of chlorine, and neither is my skin. I find it very drying, so I'm not sure. I should, at least once though. Did bring my swimsuit. I saw some people doing it early in the morning, and I think that would be an excellent time to do it, early morning, when you're a little chilled, not as many people, and probably freshly cleaned. That's the ticket. But yeah, this is quite beautiful. I'm now at the very top floor of the Grand Princess. Loving all the murals. I saw people playing ping pong earlier. If my sister was here, we'd have a fierce game of ping pong. We're pretty well matched in sports. We also loved volleyball, pretty evenly matched. So I stopped by Pullen Creek, which is in Skagway, and I found these salmon at the end of their lives. It's a little sad, but I guess it is the circle of life. Salmon have really been beneficial to Alaskans for a long time, and to the wildlife. They've given back quite a bit. So I thank you, salmon, for giving your lives for us.
to mile marker 16, Tuttle Mountain. We will be passing over the famous wooden trestle bridge that was built back in the 1890s and has been rebuilt and maintained ever since. This is a great time to go out to the platform or look at.
We are! We are very high up. Get a good view. So I just wanted to give you an idea of our room. This is the hallway, and what's really nice is when you walk up to the door, it just automatically unlocks for you with your picture right there, so no key card to lose or anything. So it's really nice. You wear this medallion around your neck, and then it just lets you in and out very easily. We have a pretty generous sized closet there, and we have a pretty good sized closet there, including a safe and several shelving units to put your clothes in. And then, of course, a small bathroom, but a couple of hooks for jammies or whatever. And hello, this is the medallion I'm talking about. And so this is our bathroom. A little shelving there. And we have a rather small shower, of course. But it's a nice shower head. Actually works good. This is an interior room with no window. Next time I go on a cruise, if I go on a cruise, I'd probably get one with a window. It's been a little hard not to have a window, because you don't know what time of day it is. So this is an interior room, so there's no windows. So you enter in this way. It's kind of a mess right now because all of our stuff. I'm doing this cruise with my aunt, and so we have the 2 single beds. And it also includes a television set, and there's been some nice movies. They seem to curate the movies, so it's been a lot of nice movies to watch. And a mirror and hair dryer, and got all my stuff there, but little work desk, and then we have more drawers to store things. So we are at present at the Lamplugh Glacier, and then next we will see the Marguerite Glacier, which is the piece de resistance. Glacier Bay National Park now. We just passed one glacier. I think it was called the Lamplugh, and now we are coming up to the Marjorie Glacier, which is one of the best glaciers to see at Glacier Bay National Park. This morning it was very foggy, but the weather cleared up, and so we now have some wonderful clear views. I am loving this scenery. It's totally my kind of scenery. Very pointed mountains and the blue sky and the aqua water. Haven't really spotted any wildlife. Saw a sea otter briefly. But yeah, my aunt and I were really nervous because it was pretty much whiteout conditions at about 8:30 this morning. Now it's I think 10:30. And it cleared up, so we're just very happy and relieved. I would have been crushed if it had been too foggy to see the glacier. Apparently, from some research I've done, the foggy weather can happen any time of the year. So this is the College Fjord, and this is our last day of the cruise. Yesterday we were in Glacier Bay, and we were not able to see the famous glacier Marjorie because of fog and it being dangerous conditions. I was so disappointed. We did go into Glacier Bay and we saw some smaller glaciers, but we didn't get to see the largest one, which is 21 miles wide, 200 feet tall, because it was dangerous. The captain felt that it was not safe. Last night we had a storm coming in as we were crossing the Gulf of Alaska, and so it was very choppy waters. We had rough waters, and all night long we were rocking and rolling, and everybody looked like they were drunk walking around because we just could not keep our footing. It was bad this morning as well, but then it got better around midday, and now we are at the College Fjord, and it is gorgeous here. Again, kind of foggy and cold, but this is really stunning. I did not expect to see such beauty, and icebergs and so forth as well. But that is really cool to be so close to that one there. So it's kind of making up for yesterday, and so I'm feeling happy and satisfied that we didn't get to see the big one, but we are getting to see this. So this is really great, really beautiful. There's several glaciers here, it looks like. Never seen any kind of landscape like this. It's truly incredible. It's pretty cold right now as we get closer to Anchorage. I have 4 days ahead of me on a land tour portion of this cruise, so I get off the ship tomorrow, but then we hop onto a bus and we go to Denali for an 8-hour drive, and then we stay at a lodge in Denali, and I have some fun excursions planned there. Hopefully I can film some of them. I'm going to be doing a helicopter tour. I'm going to be doing a bus tour to see Denali National Park. And then the next day I'm doing dog sledding. So I'm very excited. And then that's the end of the cruise. This has been an epic cruise so far, and I'm kind of sad that it's over, but in a way, I'm glad too, because I'm just eating too much food and probably have already gained a few pounds. And it's not, it's not the healthiest eating because, you have all these temptations with desserts. I've shown some restraint, but I just had a cheesecake that was very rich and very delicious. So my tour this morning is the helicopter ride, and I'm feeling a little bit nervous. Never done this before. I can't film when we're getting on the helicopter as we are supposed to focus, because I think that blade will be going. So I need to focus. But it's a little bit cloudy today, so I'm not sure how the visibility is going to be. It's a little disappointing. Yesterday was beautiful, but today is kind of cloudy. Yes, I have never been in a helicopter before. This is a first. I'm finally doing a little bit of things I've always wanted to do. Like zip lining I did a couple of years ago for the first time, and I was scared to death, and I don't think I'll do it again, but I'm glad I can say that I did it. And now is the helicopter ride up to a glacier. So I'm very excited but a little bit nervous about this, but I'm sure it will be fine. We had to watch a safety video. And we have these very heavy boots that we had to put on. I'll show them to you. These are the big heavy boots, the over boots that we put over our regular shoes, and they have some good tread on the bottom. They feel kind of heavy. And we're right next to a beautiful river. on the glacier. We get to spend about 15 minutes here. It's pretty cold. The wind is making my eyes water. The ride over was astonishingly beautiful. And I've always wanted to skydive, but I think this is better for me. It is incredible. And I could not believe seeing these glaciers from above. Just stunning, spectacular scenery. I might get on my belly and try to drink some of the glacier water, but I'm not sure if I'm going to try. But, oh my God, I felt just a little bit nausea, but then it cleared up, and I was good. It's so fun to wear the ear muffs, and then when you want to talk, you push a button and you can talk. And this is oh, maybe this one. There we go.
She's got some.
I got something. Okay. The first and last time, I think. Oh, it's pretty muddy.
Well, you might have had a rock in there or something.
Yeah. Huh. We'll see. Alright, get a little here.
Watch that camera. Oh, she's got some. I heard it. I heard it.
So good.
Yes.
God. So good. Ah. I'm a water connoisseur. I gotta get another one. That was so good.
She said one and done, and little did she know.
Oh my God.
That is the best water you will ever taste.
It really is good. So these overboots actually work pretty well to walk on this glacier ice. I feel like the Munster, but it works good to keep you steady. This is the Denali Princess Lodge. That beautiful redwood, and they have a lot of gorgeous flower beds everywhere. Done such a great job with the flower beds. It's like a little village. They have several gift shops here. They have several restaurants, from pizza to burgers to pub to fine dining. See, they have several. They have a fireside patio. It's been windy and cold this morning. Here's another one of those beautiful planters that they do here. Now, our bus driver today told us that if you call the hotel and ask them, they will call you if they view northern lights or the peak of Denali when it comes out of the clouds. So I will ask them to do that, although it's pretty cloudy, so probably cannot see northern lights tonight. Maybe I'll get lucky tomorrow night, but that's my last night, so if I don't see them tonight or tomorrow night, then I probably won't get to see northern lights at all. I would love it if I could, because I've never seen northern lights. And our little room is right there.
So we're going to go down, and the transit buses turn out around right at the bridge across the East Fork of the Toe Flat River, and we're going to turn around. They may not.
You think they sense? You think they can tell if they're related or not? I don't know.
Well, the bears are climbing up a pretty good pace right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, fast clip at this time of day.
So these bears were born in February, and they're about 7 months old, these cubs. And then, so the mama bear is up there ahead.
Excuse me? Where the river is winding, big nuggets are finding. North to Alaska, going north, the rush is on. North to Alaska, going north, the rush is on. Yeehaw!
So I am now on a train that is taking us to Talkeetna, which is, I think it's a small town. And then we go to Anchorage after that, but I'm really loving this train ride. It's been quite beautiful. We're still, I think, close to or in Denali National Park. Shooting through the window here, so I'm getting a little bit of glare. But there's been some beautiful views of rivers and streams and even a couple of gorges, so it was really beautiful. And I'm loving the train that we're on because it's this glass dome type of train, and I have always wanted to go on one of these, so I'm so excited to get to do it.
Hey. So that's just throughout the summer, yeah, that I've just added to my collection.
Yes. So how many, what they say that 30% of the people.
Mm-hmm. So that's out of the year. That's the year calendar. On the train, it's 5%. What is it? What are you reading? What do you want it for? Ready? Yep.
You guys right up in the side by side. Does anybody want rain gear or anything to cover up?
I probably need a jacket.
Yeah, do you have anything in the van?
No.
Okay, cool. Why don't you?
I'm at Sundog Kennels in Kaltna, and I'm about to go on a dog sled ride.
I have enough seats for everybody, but if you're feeling adventurous, you can stand up in the back if you want.
Yeah.
What's interesting is what as they were tethering the dogs, every single dog here is barking, and now these leftover ones seem to realize they're not going on the ride, so they calm down. They get very excited before an Iditarod race.
This is his cousin.
And they told us in the introduction that they use male and female dogs that weigh between 30 to 70 pounds. They're bred for like marathon running. So they're not built for strength, but more for marathon running. So they're lean and have long legs typically. The Iditarod race is 1,000 miles long, and so far the record has been, I think they said 8.5 days for the Iditarod. In the summertime, this is how they exercise the dogs. Keep training them throughout the summer to get them out on a machine like they're on today. And then when the snow comes, which should be soon, in a week or two in September, they can start training them on the snow in the actual Iditarod race. I'm not sure what you call it, but whatever they ride in. Sled, I guess. After this, we get to see the puppies. We're going to ride around the neighborhood, they said, for about 30 minutes, and then we come back and get to see the puppies that are about a month old. They said they start the race with 14 dogs, and there are no substitutions, but the dogs are allowed to rest during the race. Sometimes they can get on the sled to rest. And they said something about they have to finish the race with at least 5 of the same dogs. I'm bumping around a lot, so I gotta hold on. I'm standing in the back. This is a little bit dangerous of me because I only have one hand on the rail, but I want to get this footage. Oh my goodness. Moose and bears ahead. Possibly.
Had several black bears hanging around the neighborhood.
Oh, wow. You said several black bears have been seen in the neighborhood. Okay, I better hold on again. It's a pretty bumpy ride. So I am on my last morning and I head to the airport this afternoon to fly back to Vancouver, and then I will pick up my trailer and then head back to California. Feeling, of course, a bit sad for the vacation to be over with. Always feel that way, and then going back to real life is always difficult. We stayed last night at the Hotel Captain Cook, which is here in downtown Vancouver, and it's a very tall building. I'm on the 17th floor. It has 2 towers. There's one tower there, and then I'm in the other tower, and so we have these great views of Vancouver. So I only have time to maybe do a walk along the water over there. There's a trail, and so this morning we're gonna take a walk along the water. But that's about all I have time for to explore. We got in last night around 6 p.m., had dinner, and then, retired in our room. So not enough time to really explore Anchorage. But I can see it's right on the water here, and it's got lots of greenery. And as we were coming in, of course, it was quite beautiful with all of the mountains. It was pretty rainy and cloudy last night, and our bus driver said that we might be able to see the northern lights if it cleared up, but unfortunately it never did clear up, so we didn't get to see any northern lights on this trip. I've never seen northern lights, so it's something I would love to see at some point in my life. But I got to see a lot on this trip, and I feel very happy. In fact, 2 days ago, as we were on the bus, we got a complete view, pretty much a complete view of Mount Denali, which the bus driver told us that only 33% of people actually get that view. So I felt fortunate that we got that view, and of course took lots of pictures. I also got to see a grizzly bear when we toured around Denali State Park in the Tundra Tour, which is a bus tour that they take you on for, gosh, it was a long tour, 5.5 hours, and I saw a grizzly bear up on the mountainside, and I'm so glad I had my binoculars because I was able to see him jumping up, and animal. He actually must have heard some movement because he was foraging, eating berries, and then all of a sudden his head popped up, and then he got on his hind legs, and he looked over at these bushes, and so he must have sensed some movement of a small animal in the bushes, and so then he was trying to get up to see what it was, and he would pounce on the bushes to try to catch the animal. And he did that several times, and it was so cool to see him get up on his haunches like that and pounce down. He was reminding me of my cat that I had, Xena, when they're out there hunting. It was a similar behavior. So that was really cool to see, and I talked to a park ranger who said that's rather rare to see that kind of thing happen. So again, I felt lucky to see that. So yeah, this was a wonderful, wonderful trip, and I will not forget it. It was just stunningly beautiful, and the tours that I did were epic. Yesterday, seeing the Alaskan sled dogs was really awesome. The helicopter tour, the whale watching, it was all so wonderful, and definitely a memorable experience, and I won't forget it. I just was blown away by how spoiled you get on these, cruises, though, because everything's done for you. You've got somebody cooking for you, cleaning your room, just making sure your every wish and demand, bringing you drinks. And then when we were doing the land tour portion, all we had to do was pack up our luggage, leave it outside the room, and it would be picked up and then magically appear in our next hotel. So it's so nice. And when I compare it to camping, which is a lot of work, I'm like, wow, this could could be an easy way to live, and I could get used to this. So it's probably something I will do again, some cruises. There's a website, I think, called Vacations to Go, and they have a 90-day ticker, and I'm thinking I'll keep checking that to see if I can get some excellent deals for cruises. I think that it shouldn't be your main way to travel, because I think you only have time to sort of, get a quick overview of a place, because you have such a short amount of time you can explore in depth. But it definitely has its advantages as well. So I'm anxious to get home and weigh myself to see how much I gained on this trip, although my pants are fitting about the same. So I think maybe I'm okay with all the walking that you do, and I'm much more active than when I'm at home in a lot of ways. Maybe I maintained, so we'll see. But it was a lot of fun to be with my aunt and spend some time with her, because she lives in another state, so it was really great to have her with me and experience some of these wonderful things together. We're going to go pretty soon down to the water here and see what we can explore until I have to go around 2 o'clock this afternoon. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, take care. Bye-bye.